Hey yo, what's good? December 8th, 2012. What a day that was. Marcus finally defeated Pacquiao, his rival, his arch rival, the one that will define his legacy. And let's not get it twisted. Marquez is the one that defines Pacquiao's legacy as well. It's not gonna be Mayweather. It's gonna be Marquez when it's all said and done. He's gonna be remembered for his fight with Marquez, and possibly his fights with like Morales and Barrera, of course, and um, Patton, Cotto. Then maybe Mayweather, especially since he's past his prime. Unless that's a really really good fight. But I'm getting off on a kind of a tangent. Damn, I was so happy that day. Finally, me being Mexican, celebrating with a bunch of Mexicans, jumping around, just hugging everybody. People I had never even met before, man. That's how much that victory meant for us. Just supporting Marcus, supporting our own people, because we felt like we were with Marcus in that one, and in all his other fights, we're with him as well. That's why we felt that we got robbed when Marcus got robbed against Pacquiao. Like we got robbed in the second and third fight. That's how Mexicans felt. I swear, we felt that we got robbed, man. That's why we all wanted the rematches. That's why. But that knockout, baby, wow, wow. I I said after that fight that both of them should retire. Like there was nothing left for them to do. Marquez finally got a victory, and Pacquiao suffered a bad defeat that I didn't think he could recover. Man, he was unconscious on the floor on his stomach, face first on the ground. He lost in the worst way possible, and Marcus took a beating in that fight, broke his nose. There just wasn't much left for either of them to do. They all accomplished everything. They're both future Hall of Famers, but to the I don't wouldn't say unfortunately, because we still saw these two great fighters fight. We still get that opportunity. We still get to see them fight, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to watch both of them fight. So we'll see. We'll see. Look, we'll see what each fighter did after that. First off, first off, it was Marquez who didn't fight for another 10 months. He wanted the title from Bradley, and Bradley won that title from Pacquiao from a robbery. Yeah, a robbery. He lost to Bradley. That was Marquez's fight after Pacquiao. So it was kind of anticlimactic, but it was a good fight. It was a close fight. No shame in losing to a great fighter like Bradley, right? Pacquiao's next fight, he was suspended. He couldn't fight, and he chose to fight next November, almost a year after he got knocked the fuck out. He fought Brandon Rios in November. He fought Brandon Rios, did what he's supposed to do, dominated his ass very well. Yep, yep, yep. Then Pacquiao actually fought the man that beat Marquez, who beat him. He fought Bradley to win back his title in a very, very good fight. He beat Bradley. He won the title back. Then Marquez fought Mike Alvarado in May of that year, May 9th, I believe. I went to that fight. It was in Los Angeles. Very entertaining fight. The crowd was just phenomenal. A showcase. I thought he was gonna lose that fight, but at 40, Marquez proved that he still had it. He still had it. At least enough to dominate Mike Alvarado, right? Next, Marquez hasn't fought. Marquez hasn't fought since, and Pacquiao fought once again in November. He fought a Chris Algieri, coming out of nowhere, beating Ruslan Provodnikov, who I would love, love, love to see fight Marquez, but I digress with that. He fought Chris Algieri, knocked him down 6 times, won by scorecards like 120 to 100, something insane like that, right? But yeah, and now Pacquiao is signed to the biggest money fight in history. Let's just think about that for a second. 2012, December of 2012. That's a little bit more than 2 years ago. He was laying on his stomach, unconscious. We're like Pacquiao's career is over. Mayweather talking all this shit, putting pictures of him, like that on Twitter. Fools make a bunch of memes, a bunch of planking memes, which were hilarious. But who would have known, man? He beat a very good fighter in Bradley, and now he's up for the biggest, and he has a shot. He has a shot to beat the pound for pound king today. He will make around, I don't know, $100 million, right? Something like that. He will make more money than anyone has ever made in a fight, as will Mayweather. And the guy who knocked him out, where is he? He doesn't have a fight. He doesn't have a fight lined up. Since fighting Mike Alvarado, he does not have a fight. I know he's been talking about wanting that fifth title, trying to fight at welterweight, but he hasn't fought. Where you at, brother? We want to see you fight. And I know this is a double standard because I just made a video that Andre Ward is irrelevant. But Marquez is one of my favorite fighters. Yes. I realize the irony or the double standard or the hypocrisy, whatever you want to call it. But call it what you want. Marquez brings it. Marquez is exciting. Look at this picture. You will never see Andre Ward like that. Not because he's some defensive wizard, but because he will never fight like a Mexican. And because he's not Mexican. But he will never risk it all, I don't believe, like Marquez did against Pacquiao. And that'd be like him fighting Kovalev. Instead of calling out middleweights, no, like he hasn't yet to mention Kovalev or Adonis Stevenson, guys that could possibly leave him like that. But I don't want to talk about Andre Ward, god damn it! I don't want to talk about him. Well, Marquez, your fans want to see you fight. I know he still got it from the Alvarado fight. He looked sharp, man. He looked sharp. He was throwing. Marquez is the best combination puncher in boxing. He throws some beautiful uppercuts. Oh, you just want to know boxing. You want to see how to do it, how to do a good job doing what you do. Someone that's a student of the game, has a great trainer, Nacho Beristain, and just a great fighter overall. Marquez, he's got heart, determination, style, boxing ability. This guy has it all, man. Maybe a slightly weak chin, but I think his chin is overstated by the fans. He's never been knocked out, and he's fought some deadly punchers. You look at the people that knocked him down; they're all badasses. They're punchers. They're big guys. You gotta remember, this guy's a natural featherweight. So I don't see any shame getting put down by Katsides or Mike Alvarado. I don't see any shame in that. And he's beaten some very good fighters. But what I want to know is why Marquez hasn't fought. I know he's looking for a title shot, but I've seen Kell Brook call him out, and Kell Brook has the IBF title, but I really don't see Marquez fighting Keith Thurman. I see him ducking the hell out of him, and I really don't, and he's pretty much been ducking Pacquiao. Let's just call it like that. I don't like to say he's been ducking Pacquiao after he's knocked him the fuck out, but hey, let's just say it like it is. He has. I agree with him that he has nothing left to prove in that trilogy or quadrilogy, whatever you want to call it. He has nothing else to prove. He won that series, period. But if you want the title, Pacquiao has had the title since he beat Bradley last year. So, and he doesn't want to fight him. But regardless if he wants to fight for a title fight, or if he just wants to fight Ruslan Provodnikov, which I think that fight would be so brutal, which he would win it. If he would win it or lose it, he would have to retire. That's how much punishment he would endure during that fight. It would just be that brutal. That's the opponent I wish for him. The winner of Lucas Matisse versus Ruslan Provodnikov. I wish he would fight the winner. But I know he wants a title fight, but I just don't see him beating any solid welterweight. He could probably beat Pacquiao again, but I think that's the only welterweight with the title that with the real title that he would beat. He can't be no in no universe will he ever beat Mayweather, and he probably won't beat Kell Brook either. He's just too big and strong. Kell Brook was too big and strong for Sean Porter, who's a big, strong guy too. So I don't think Marquez would have a shot against him either. But regardless of what Marquez chooses to do, I will be supporting it. I will be supporting him. And I know the Mexicans fans will always support him as well. And the other fans too. I know not just Mexicans watch boxing, and not only Mexicans support Marquez and his style. Everybody likes to see a good brawl. I'm sure everybody enjoyed his fights with Pacquiao and his fights with Juan Diaz and his fight with Katsiris. They're good fights. I enjoyed his fight with Casamayor. Maybe some of you guys didn't, but I really enjoyed that fight, that chess match. I love watching this man fight. He's a technician. He's a student of the game, and it's a pleasure to watch him fight every time he gets into the ring. So I'm just wondering, are you gonna fight Marquez, or are you just gonna retire? Either way, just tell us, cause your fans want to know. Your fans want to know. So yeah, leave your thoughts. What do you think about Marquez's absence? Have he gotten the shorter end of the stick since knocking out Marquez? I mean, since knocking out Pacquiao? I think he has, as you could tell. Has he gotten the shorter end of the stick? Has Is his career pretty much over? Has he anything left to prove after that? Could he win a fifth championship at welterweight? Do you think there's anybody at welterweight that he has a chance against, especially with the title? Yeah, so leave your comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. As always, I just want to hear your thoughts, start a discussion. And thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for supporting my channel. Peace.